Leos, welcome to Stardust Tarot Channel. My name is Eileen and my pronouns are she, her, and hers. We welcome all in love here. This will be your shadow work journaling experience for July to August 2023. Of course, at any time, any of these could resonate with you. Whenever you find this, it can definitely be for you. Please be warned, occasionally triggering material may come up in these readings. So that being said, feel free to pause this video, grab a paper and pen, and let's get started. I'm going to pull one oracle card here for you. This is from an amazing deck called Beyond Lemuria. These cards are absolutely beautiful. So we have Lumen Essence. It's here to help us focus the reading. This is the number 35, which 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 is the number of power, success, abundance, authority, and materialism. 3 is the number of creativity, joy, optimism, and community. And 5 is a number of freedom, adventure, change, and versatility. So I'm going to pop in here and just take a look. I'm still learning all of these cards. They take a lot of reflection. Self-love, the light that radiates from our hearts. Light shining in the darkness, heart-centered living, removing your heart armor, accepting your shadows as the flip side of your strengths, a vulnerable, wide-open heart, and authentic, heartfelt needs. Consider the parts of yourself you may not be accepting. You may be experiencing an inner dissonance due to what you are trying to push away. This card is about self-love. That is the deep, compassionate, unconditional love of self that brings you into wholeness. Lumen Essence means the essence of light. There is nothing that makes us shine more than a heart that is full of love. You can shine through the shadows most gracefully when there is no fear within. Accept your shadows so they can more easily resolve. Allow more light and love inside and out of your world. Okay. So clearly self-love is needed at this time, and this is a great month to do it, considering that it's a great time to do it. So this is Leo season, right? Your birthday season. We're going to take a look at one of these journaling cards here. Spirit, thank you for the messages, the best and highest good for my Leos today. Okay, this question comes from the card Judgment, which is number 20, which is also number 2. It's number 2, partnership, cooperation, balance, and harmony, and 0 is a number of potential. What are some things you need to forgive in yourself or others? What wish do you need to free yourself from in order to forgive? Ooh, looking like we got some good stuff going on here today. So let's see what we can find out and how we can help. So feel free to write this down. I'm going to read it to you one more time as I shuffle the cards here. What are some things you need to forgive in yourself or others? What wish do you need to free yourself from in order to forgive? Clearly that was reversed. Okay, so we have the Fool, the Mother of Wands in the East reversed, and Peace, also known as the Two of Swords. This is the Heindel deck, for those of you who may be curious. This was my first tarot deck. I've had it since I was 23 years old. And I'm dating myself, but let me say, it's been quite a few years now. So with the Fool, I'm really seeing this bell highlighted for some reason. That's interesting. So looking at this, looking like there's some self-love, some self-forgiveness needed here. And it may not be, this may not be anything external, no external circumstances in this case at all. Maybe, but maybe not. At some point, some of you felt very alone, like you had to do something by yourself, and you felt like this was the only way to break free from a situation where you were very, very dominated by someone else, or where you felt that the masculine was definitely in control. Let's take a look and see what else we've got here. Spirit, what's to be learned here? Daughter of Wands in the East. This is you. This is the passionate you. The excited, beautiful, fiery, wonderful you. My daughter is a Leo, so I'm a little biased towards Leos, quite frankly. Yeah. Okay. Here we have the daughter and son of Wands coming out. So this is needing to balance the masculine and the feminine energies in your life. Without being afraid. Now for some of you, this masculine that was dominating was either a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. For others, it was just someone who was who may have been, could be a scientist, a really like practical kind of person. And I feel that they did a lot of good for you, but also a lot of damage as well by making you feel like you didn't have choices. Now keep in mind, masculine and feminine energies do not have to be attached to gender. So this could be, it could be a mother, it could be a grandmother, it could be a dad, it could be, you know, a school teacher that was highly influential in your life. Two of Swords, peace. You're not finding peace in your life right now because of whatever situation happened here, whether you felt like you had to do everything, so in your life, like you had to so much stand up and do everything on your own that your masculine became the dominant, your masculine energy, right? Or it could be that this, like I said, this was another person here, and not being able to make peace and balance in your life is bringing in this feeling of uselessness, and potentially the you know, it may be causing you to lie, be untruthful, you know, go around behind people's backs to try to fix these things, right? Or try to keep peace, really. I'm hearing walking on eggshells. So some of you may have really felt that feeling at some point. You've had to walk on eggshells here, and we're needing to get back to balance. So what can Leo do, Spirit? What can Leo do at this time to work on balancing this masculine and feminine energy? Ooh. So balancing things in the home. So if now you're seeing that, like, say that your issue was with a parent or whoever this is with, right? And it was actually with another person, or you having to, you know, raise yourself, basically, right? There's a sense here of creating balance in your home now, and this may have to do with duties. It may have to do with, you know, responsibilities, duties, anything like that. It can also be simply about taking a more balanced approach to how you approach your home, or you approach your job, or you approach whatever is wherever you're having this imbalance showing in your life and manifesting in your life. Now this is you here, also the Strength card, and this is one of your biggest abilities here, is to be able to tame the snake. tame the lion, tame the dangerous animal, and to not be afraid of it. And what I'm seeing here is that you've never given yourself the time to mourn this. You know, maybe this was, say this was your dad and they passed away, and you never healed. You never let yourself mourn through it. I believe it's time to allow yourself to mourn. Whether this is, you know, is it the loss of a person, or is it the loss of something internally? Some, you know, I'm finally breaking. I can't be the one that does everything. Things like that. Whatever's going on with you here, it's time to let yourself actually mourn and feel the pain. Okay? So, I'm going to go ahead and grab these guys here. Alright, Spirit, what is the best and the highest advice here for my Leos? Okay, we have the Acolyte of Swords. We have Oneness, the Tower in reverse. Okay, so there's a quick action that needs to be taken here, or you have news coming in. This is in the advice section, so probably this is a quick action that you need to take toward your partner, or toward the sense of oneness here. This oneness is also the world card. So it may be that there's an action, like you need to tell everybody this is what I'm doing, right? Like if you're like, hey, this is my these are my parameters, this is what I'm available to do, this is what I'm gonna do. You know, somebody's asking you to do things all the time, or needs you to do something all the time, you can't do it. Or you've got, you know, basically this is learning to say no. Okay. And this may cause a small challenge, but the great thing is that most of the time when the Tower is in reverse, and I'm not feeling any crazy negativity from this, you may be more afraid of a reaction from, you know, it could be your partner, it could be anybody, whoever you're dealing with here in your life. It could be even, you know, having to do with work, something like that. It might cause a little bit of an inconvenience, but it's not going to be the end of the world. Woo! Alright, so let's see. Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, and Four of Swords. Yeah, some of you are needing to move here. And some of you are starting a new job. You're might be a little bit sad about that, but it's saying make sure you get your rest and balance your time here, okay? And Oneness. The Hanged Man. Perspective. Yeah, you need to share your perspective here and let people know what it is that you're thinking, what it is you're feeling, what it is you need, whatever that may be, right? And this Tower, yeah, this is going to be with, it's very likely to be with either someone, in fact, this may be more than one person here. We have a Maiden of Cups and the Sage of Pentacles. This may have something to do with, you know, friends, family, anybody. The Maiden of Cups tends to be someone very sweet. It can be a Pisces or other water sign. And the Sage of Pentacles is often like a, you know, father-like figure, or a like a mature man, or mature, not man, mature masculine, right? So it can be a very, like, it can be an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, or it can be just someone who kind of holds that, like you give them that sort of, could be like someone you consider your everything, right? because this is also the focus on a person, and this person is often like considered to be, you know, kind of the pinnacle of men. Is there anything else that Leo needs to know right now? Ooh, apparently there is. Okay, let's start with these. So we have a Ten of Pentacles, transformation, Seven of Wands, and the Three of Swords. Okay, so focusing on having the happy balance in your life is what's going to help you heal this feeling right now of being like, you may be feeling kind of defensive, or like, oh my god, everyone needs to go away kind of experience here. And the Initiator and the Eight of Pentacles. So it would be great to start some kind of spiritual practice if you're not doing that currently. And if you are, it might be great to study a little bit more, right? Some particular area that you're interested in. It can be anything, really. I mean, it could be anything from reading cards to doing meditation to doing, you know, various forms of physical movement, or Reiki, or just journaling. You know, there's a lot of different things that we can do there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple of words here for you. And then we're going to close it out. Thank you so much for stopping by, Leo. I hope you have a great birthday month. And please give me a like, share, subscribe. Whatever you feel led to do, help me get these messages out. Okay, so we have think, wait and love, karma, treasure, and decision. So this is taking your time to determine what is exactly the direction that you're trying to go, what your parameters are, and what you want. This is literally a fated time in your life. And it's time to figure out here what you treasure. What is the wonderful thing in life that's the most important? That Ten of Pentacles that we saw. What is that, and how do you build it? And like I said, for a lot of you, it's going to be needing to cut out things or balance things with someone in your home or in your business space. Okay? So I hope you have a wonderful month, as I said, and we'll see you on the flip side.